Thanks, Nick.
Goodbye.
And thank you for watching The National tonight. Now please keep watching because your local news starts right now.
Thanks, Peter. Getting out of Egypt and back home to Quebec soil has become the #1 priority for many people stranded in that country. Now, you just heard on The National how an Air Canada flight has touched down safely in Frankfurt, Germany, bringing a group of Canadians out of Egypt. Well, other Canadians have been finding their own way home. And Doug Galvin, live in our newsroom tonight, you met with one man who just got back to Montreal tonight.
Well, Daryl Hellier had planned on taking an 11-day vacation to Cairo. It turned out to be a 48-hour nightmare. Hellier had arrived on Friday in Egypt, local time. Now, unable to get to his hotel due to military barricades, a local cab driver found him a place to sleep. Hellier says he could feel the sting of tear gas in his eyes, and gunshots kept him awake most of the night. In the morning, he says the city was eerily calm, and at least for a little while, he thought he might be able to go on with his vacation. But shortly after arriving at his next hotel, his opinion changed.
Across the street from the hotel was another hotel that had just been burnt out, and people were looting it. And a little further down, there was a discotheque that had also been burnt, and then there were more tanks for a roadblock. At that point, you start saying, okay, things are not looking so great here, and you may need to get out of here. As you start seeing the local people trying to take things and take control of themselves, and to see people once again with clubs and metal pipes and machetes and huge knives and setting up their own roadblocks. I think that once law and order has disappeared, I think the unknown is going to be the worst thing that's going to come now.
Wow, incredible story to tell. Doug, one thing that doesn't quite add up, though, you mentioned he was in Cairo for 48 hours, but that means before leaving Montreal to go there, he must have already known what the situation would be there. Tomorrow, we're heading into the 8th day of widespread unrest in Egypt.
Well, Hellier says he called his hotel in Cairo before leaving, and staff reassured him that everything was going to be okay. As we know, things in Egypt changed very quickly. Hellier says he didn't want to guess at what was going to happen, so he went for it. And in the end, he didn't get the trip he planned for, but Hellier, he has no regrets. He's calling it an adventure of a lifetime.
An adventure, all right. Certainly a dire situation, though, that many people are still desperately trying to escape from. Doug Galvin, thank you very much.